One of the harshest and most humiliating practices of ancient Rome, one that left a person scarred for life, was branding with a hot iron, a punishment known as stigmatization. This brutal act was reserved for those who challenged public order or defied the laws of property and power. The most notorious use of stigmatization in Rome was to mark runaway slaves. Slavery was the backbone of the Roman economy and society, and a slave's escape was seen as a serious crime against the owner's property. When a slave was captured after trying to run away, the punishment was severe. The mark, usually the letter F for fugitivus, meaning runaway, was burned into the forehead or another visible part of the body with a hot iron. This brand served as a permanent warning to everyone who saw it. It constantly reminded the slave of his crime, while also lowering his value in the eyes of any potential buyer. From then on, he became an object of distrust and shame. This cruel practice is mentioned in several historical and literary sources. The Roman playwright Plautus, for instance, often referred to runaway slaves branded with hot irons, sometimes even using it for comedic effect. But stigmatization wasn't limited to slaves. It was also used to punish criminals, turning their crime into a permanent part of their identity. Those convicted of crimes like forgery, theft, or treason could be branded, the mark serving as a visible record of their guilt. Such a person became an outcast in society. If a free man was branded, he lost his status as civis Romanus, a Roman citizen, and was labeled infamous, meaning a person without honor or reputation. This loss of status came with devastating consequences. An infamous could not testify in court, hold public office, or participate fully in civic life. The historian Suetonius, in the 12 Caesars, recounts that Emperor Caligula ordered even Roman citizens to be branded with hot irons for minor crimes. This was viewed as an act of extreme cruelty and a gross abuse of power, as such punishment was typically reserved for non-citizens or the most serious offenders. Stigmatization also extended to other groups. Soldiers who deserted the Roman army, an act considered treason against the state, were often branded, typically on the forehead, as a mark of dishonor. One of the main sources mentioning this is the Theodosian Code, a compilation of Roman laws published in 438 AD. It includes a law that specifically describes the punishment for deserters, stating they must be marked with a stigma on their skin to identify them publicly and warn others of their betrayal. This brand served as both punishment and deterrent, reminding soldiers and citizens alike that disloyalty to Rome would not be forgotten. Similarly, gladiators and slaves who fought in the arenas could also be branded, not necessarily as punishment, but as a mark of ownership by their trainer, the lanista, or to identify their rank and category in the games. In the end, stigmatization in ancient Rome was much more than just a physical punishment. It was a powerful tool of social control and segregation, turning a single mistake, or even an act of defiance, into a lifelong mark of shame. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next one.